It's day 18 and you should never get between your destiny to become king or queen of your dreams. So start with your caffeine and add your screen and start writing to show you're keen. And yes, you have many more days of me chasing my dreams of becoming a YouTube rapping sensation. So hopefully you are all getting the picture, well, the bigger picture towards making smaller action items and smaller steps to achieve your end goal. And as such, with your case study, starting with the biggest and most impactful items about what you did throughout your approach and your achievements sets the foundation for you to further produce a greater professional report of your high achievements and involvement. Yesterday, I did show you a few different variations of how others have completed and structured their case study, and in particular, the My Approach, and how a thoughtfully laid out submission with headers, subheadings, and pictures does elevate your submission to be greater, and the readability on what you did is a lot easier to identify. You have to remember as well that depending on your region, some of the assessment panels could be conducting multiple assessments on that day, while the assessors would have thoroughly read, thought about, written, and made many notes and deliberated about what questions they will be asking prior to your interview. They will be reviewing your submission again thoroughly before the interview, and they will be referencing and asking questions in regards to sections, and may reference the exact statement that you did right. So for them, knowing where to easily find this information does help. You're not only doing this for the assessors, but for the sake of your counselor and ultimately you. As the old saying goes, first impressions last. And this isn't just to do with your interview, but also your whole submission, as this is the first time and first impression anyone ever gets. Now, while the assessors are trained and will not make any prejudgment if you are a pass or a referral based on your writing, they are prejudging the questions they want to ask to ensure you are assessed fairly and have reached the required standard. I have mentioned before, and the assessors will holistically review everything, and poor performance in one area can be balanced out with great performance in another, but you owe it to yourself to exceed those expectations, and you want to start at high where you absolutely wow the assessors with the case study that you have written. While 3,000 words isn't a lot, it's more than enough to create the required impact if structured correctly. As we are focusing on the case study, forward thinking is critical, so clearly being able to show your involvement is a high priority, and clearly being able to see this throughout that you have achieved the required RICS standard is a must. But let me help fire off some juicy bits of information that will help you to do this. My achievements, I wasn't fired, the client didn't sue me, we got paid. Oh, and the client gave me some free tickets to a band I really like. And overall, it was a great project. I learned a lot. No. If I wasn't being clear, I was being sarcastic, as these are not achievements that we want to be seeing. Now, in all seriousness, in the My Achievements, this is where you will make the reference to the advice. And you need to show this within the section that your competencies that have been achieved to this level 3 within the project that you are writing about. You will also need to be writing, and I'm being serious here, you need to describe what you have achieved, how you achieved this, and what was your involvement. Now, this will evolve around all those key issues and the solutions that you did provide, and you also want to write in this section clear outline of the subheaders of these competencies. So with consideration to the what I've just said about the how you achieved it and what your involvement was, you need to also show how you demonstrate your ability to think logically, laterally, and professionally. So examples of real, seasoned, reasoned advice is what you need to be providing that you would have given to the client or your team to those level 3s. So to make it clear, if you haven't already jumped ahead and reviewed it before, I will share 2 examples where this is outlined quite well. But always seek the advice from your counselor, as this is the best option, but you will see some key points and things that you may consider writing and structuring for your own. And always reference the written case study template and your candidate guide. So the QS example of My Achievements. Straight away, you will see the competencies they are showing in reference to the project and the level as well, because this is the level 3 advice. And you can see straight away, if I pause the video, you can identify these words. Now throughout, there's evidence towards their ability and what they've done, and I just think this is a great example. The next is planning and development. You will see this as well, but you can see the structure with the subheadings of the competencies. You can see the advice and additionally all the other required information that is recommended. I know that's very, very quick, guys and girls, but please have a read of those examples. We've also got another 4 on the website that can help you, and I encourage you to all review the examples in your own time and see how they have laid it out and the elements that they have included. And that is your action item. Review it, but also I want you to draft out your My Achievements as well. Let's get that done for today, and tomorrow I can obviously share a little bit more and as well speak to your counselor. I'll see you tomorrow.